Good morning, student. Welcome to our online classes. So today I am going to start your new chapter, chapter number 7, congruence of a triangle. So this word congruence, it is new to you. Here, first time in your life you are listening that word congruence, maybe first time. So that term congruence means equal, similar, equal. It means they are the both things are equal to each other, equal to each other. Okay, so uh, here that in congruence we are going to study about the different types of a figure which are congruent to each other. Which figure can be said to be equal, to be congruent, we are going to study, and how in this chapter, and how, by which way they can be equal or they can be a congruent. That things we are going to learn in this chapter. Okay, so now the relation of two objects. Objects means any diagram, anything. Okay, the relation of two objects being congruent is called congruency. Is called congruence. If your two objects, two things are same. Okay, in your class 6 you have studied about the uh, which chapter, that last chapter, what is last chapter, I forgot that, maybe similarity, that when two objects are similar to each other by a just like we can see, if we are taking Taj Mahal and we are taking half portion, so it half portion will be similar to the remaining half portion, like that. If you are taking that example of your pair of shoes, they are similar to each other, like that. So this type of object is called a congruence object because their measurements are equal. Okay, their measurements are equal. So that type of object, those who are congruent, it is called congruence. It is called congruence. Now here, congruence of a plane figure. Plane figure means you are square, circle, rectangle. Okay, these are the plane figure. Okay, these are the example of a plane figure. So here, congruence of a plane figure. So when we can say that the two plane figures are congruent. Suppose if you are having a square and I am not writing the measurement, and again you are having a second square. So when you are imposing that first square to that second one square, imposing means you are placing on upon it on the second square. So if their measurements are equal, okay, they are superimposing to each other. So this type of figures known as congruent figure. Okay, or if measurements are also given to you, suppose it is 4, it is 4, it is 4, and again second square is given to you whose measurements are also 4, 4, 4. So this is called congruent figure. Why? Because the measurements are equal. This is 4, this is 4, this is 4, this is 4, that 4, that 4, and that 4, that 4. Understood, beta? Okay. So now if they are equal, so this is your figure 1, this is your figure 2. So here we can write that figure 1 is equal to figure 2. Clear? When they are equal. Now, congruence among line segment. Congruence among line segment. It means we have to answer that whether our line segments are equal or not. So suppose if without measurement line segment is given to you 1 and another is also given to you, like that. So when you are superimposing that first image to the second image and they are superimposing, they are covering to each other. They are covering to each other. So this type figure is called congruence figure. Or suppose if measurement is also given to you, suppose it is 3 centimeter, the next measurement 3 centimeter. So both are same because the measurement are same. So figure 1 equal to figure 2 because they are congruent, their measurements are equal. Understood? Here you can see that if two line segments have same length, equal length, they are congruent. If two line segments are congruent, they have the same length. Also vice versa, where the things, if they are measurements, whether they are diagram, whether they are plane figure, whether they are line segments, if they are congruent, if they are same, their measurements are same, so they are congruent. Okay, in the same way, vice versa, we can say that if they are congruent, it means they are measurements are equal. Understood beta? The next, congruence of angles. Congruence of angles. All of you know that angles, how we are getting angles? Two ray originating from the same point. This is called your angle. If the measurement of angles given to you, if the measurement of angles are same, so that two angles or that three angles, how many angles are given there, if their measurements are equal, so that type of angles are known as congruence of angles. Again the same thing is coming over here, that if they are congruence, so their measurements are also equal. So how we can write that? See here angle ABC, it is given 40, and angle PQR measurement is given 40. So that two are congruent. Why? Because their measurement 40 and 40 are equal. Okay, so how we can write it? See here, that measurement of angle, this is a measurement, that m, small m means measurement of angle. Okay, a, your angle is B, what? B, so B should become in a middle part, B. C, equal to measurement of angle, which is your angle PQR. Here your angle is Q, so Q will be in middle, PQR. Understood? So up to here you just copied on your fair copy, and next exercise we will start tomorrow. Thank you. Have a nice day.